Hey guys, this is Tony with Affinity Designs. Today I'm back with another Affinity video. Today I want to talk about how do we arc text in Affinity. If you come from Photoshop, Illustrator, this is kind of second nature for a lot of designers, but Affinity has it a little bit hidden, but it's not too hard once you learn how to do it. It's got a little bit more control and a little bit less control in some instances. So let's just hop into it. If you learned something, if you like this, like and subscribe, and let's jump into it. Alright, here we are with Affinity. We got some font here. If I double click, I can still edit this font. Just to make sure. See, testing. I don't want to turn this into a curve. I want to keep this as a font just to show you that we can do this and still go back to editing. So we're doing non-destructive design. To do this, we need to first get a mesh over this. So I'm going to go to Vector. I'm going to go to New Warp Group. I'm going to go to Mesh. And now we have a mesh grid appear this. If you've used Illustrator in the past, this is similar to envelope distort. So I can add more points here. I can add them wherever I think I need. As long as I click on these lines, it'll add more for me. So I can have a little bit more control. And then I can go in here and I can pull apart this. I can move these. I can pull them. I can do this as much as I want. This is really when you need kind of full control and you need a little bit more finesse than maybe just something most people use. Let's undo this real quick, and I'll show you a real world use case for this. Usually I like to do this if I'm doing this, I'm doing a 4-column grid. This is what a 4-column grid looks like. It's usually default. Usually it's something like I need this to go here, I need this to go here, I need this to go here. And now if I undo that, we have a little bit of a font flowing. That's usually when I use this. I use it when I need to have a font have a little bit of movement to it and a little bit of flow. Let's undo this again. Now we're back to our default. Now that we have this wrap over here, we can go over to here where we have wrap mesh. And as you see, there's actually different options in here. So let's go to what quad looks like. Quad now just makes this a rectangle, but this rectangle is editable still. So let's go to some of these handles. We can pull this, we can modify this, and we can skew this as much as we want. Say if I need something that looks like this. Now we could use this, put this in front of a megaphone, it looks like the font's stretching. But we can also double click in this, and still we can edit this font. And as you can see, we can still edit it. Really good, really helpful to still have this font editable, but we're now adding something on top of it to get this effect. All right, now let's go to perspective. Perspective, pretty straightforward. It's only going to change the perspective of this. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I think we all know what this does. I think we've all used this at some point in our life. Now let's go to arc vertical. It's a wild one, of course, but it arcs vertical. If you used text wrap or envelope distort or anything like that before, this is same thing, just same feature. We just have this value over here we can rotate and change. Let's go to arc horizontal. This is a similar thing that we all use for arcing fonts. Very simple, very straightforward. Bend, same thing. And then bend horizontal. And then we have fisheye. I've never really used fisheye for anything, but it's here. People like it for some reason. And again, like this, we can add more points if we need to. And then it will turn into a mesh. Twist, same thing. We can twist it. One more thing. I hope you learned something. I hope you learned about warp groups and how to use them in Affinity. If you learned something, if you got something out of this, like and subscribe. And tell me what's something that you want to learn in Affinity. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.